Good evening, everybody. It's Thursday, and John's on the line. Let's go! Thursday with John! Thursday with John! Turn it up, don't stop! Thursday with John! Keep it loud, we're on air tonight! Thursday with John! Thursday with John! Shake the room, slam the door! Thursday with John! And we want one more!
All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Thursdays with John for this, the first Thursday of July 2026, which is half over now, right? I mean, like 2026 is practically gone. Less than 6 months until Christmas. There you go. Start your shopping now. All right. But anyway, let us continue the video from last week. As you noticed, last week, I ended up chopping that video in half because it was just getting so long. But there's still good stuff that I included in there, and I want to make sure that you guys get it. So that's what today's episode is all about. And without further ado, let's get back to Past John. Right now, it is organized by status, and it's going from most done to least done, which is probably not how many of us think. It's not how I think anyway. Maybe it is how you think. I shouldn't tell you how to manage your ClickUp, so long as you manage it. So what we're going to do is over here in this first box, right by where we separated all of our subtasks out, we go to this here, and this is the grouping. So this is how is it going to group all these tasks. On status, we click on that, and it says status ascending. We could do that descending. And now we have the least done things at the top and the most done things at the bottom, kind of how I prefer to look at it. But there you go. But anyway, if we go to status, instead of status, let's change that to, we have to search for it, work category. So now what it's done is it's taken all of my design tasks. That's right, look at all these design tasks. I'm coming for you, Sean. I mean, sure, Sean has absolutely nothing to worry about, Talon or anybody. But there's all my design tasks. Here are my project management tasks. And I've got some special projects. That's the tech type books, right? So I'm looking at things that way. That may be really useful. You can only do one. You can't add any more. You could delete this completely and just have the Wild West and nothing is grouped at all, and you move on with your life. I'm going to put this back on work category because I kind of liked it on work category. And even then, in my work category, I can come here and I can click on status and say sort. And now it's going to group everything by work category. Right, here's all my design stuff. But it's going to sort them in order of status, right? Notice it's doing the most done on top, the least done on bottom again. So if I click this arrow, it'll go the other way. So stuff that's ready and stuff that's in progress. And you kind of see how it's done that on every single one of these. That can be useful. So even as we're grouping things together, we can still sort inside of those groups. Turn that off. Maybe we'll do it by due date. Right. And again, it's doing the least overdue to the most overdue. And that doesn't make sense to me, so I'll click the arrow and it'll go the other way. So at any point in time here, we could save this and call it done. And it is whatever we want to do. And then we could come in and make another version of this that shows the data in a slightly different way. Or if you're comfortable manipulating it, you can manipulate it like I just did. But let me show you a couple other things we might want to turn on here. So we've got our view pretty well set. Let's go into our settings. The fields are done. The filter is done. The grouping is done. The subtasks are done. We're not going to do a template yet. But there's some options here that are useful. Starting with autosave for me. So that means if I am the one looking at this, any changes I make get autosaved. I typically turn that on. Private view, this may be something you will want to turn on. This just makes it so that you're the only one who can see it. Okay, we don't need to necessarily broadcast this to the world. Protect view means anything I change to it will not work. So right now we're grouped by design or grouped by work category and due dates going ascending If I click that, when I come back to it, it will not be that way. I go look at a different list and come back to this one. Notice we're back to ascending again, right? Even though I told it descending a second ago. So I can make changes, but as soon as I leave, they're gone. They will not be saved. That can be useful, and I usually do turn that on. Favorite, right? If you want to add this as a favorite on your sidebar, right? I have a bunch of favorites over here that I like to look at. Or you can put them at the top bar, whichever one, doesn't matter to anyone. And create some new sections over here for where you want to keep your stuff, whatever. That's for getting to it quickly. And then the last one, sharing and permissions. Maybe I have a private view, but I do want Mandy to be able to see it, right? I can invite Mandy so that she can see it here, so on and so forth. I think that makes sense. It's, kind of like Dropbox and Google Drive and all that stuff, how they work. Anyway, so there you go. That's how you build your basic view. Just, more or less the what am I supposed to get done today kind of view. Next week, as we continue our fascinating series on ClickUp views, we will look at some of the other view types and some ways that we can really kind of have some fun and drill down and see exactly what we want to see and not what we don't, and make ClickUp a little more useful. So I will show you all that next week. Hopefully you will still be enraptured with these videos and waiting with bated breath to see those videos. But for now, you just have to make do with this one. So I will see you guys next week. Have a wonderful Friday and weekend. And okay, bye.